Happy to see you guys today. It is Thursday. I had to think about it. Normally I don't do a live thing like this after work, but I decided I was going to do this. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to show you how I make my tallow soap. I'm going to make more because I am going through those really quickly. They're selling very fast. So I'm going to show you how I make them. So I'm going to go over it really quick. I'm not typing this up and putting it in the comments. So you'll just have to listen and write down because I did not. So I'm doing a small batch of tallow body soap. So to do a small batch, you'll do 16 ounces of tallow. You'll do 2.1 ounces of lye. This is the lye that I use, okay? I do think it's in my descriptions. I think I do have like a link to that, but you can just go to anywhere and get it. 6.8 ounces of water, filtered water, and then 0.75 ounces of essential oil. That's if you want to do a small batch. Now, if you want to make a really large batch, you can do that. It's 32 ounces of tallow, 4.2 of the lye, 12.16 ounces of filtered water, 1.5 ounces of essential oil. So the trick with this is you want to warm up the tallow. You want to get it and allow it to cool to about 100 degrees. Once it's 100 degrees, then you can go ahead and start doing your other items. So I did just do this, and it's just a little over 100. So by the time I get these other two things done, it'll be fine. So the next thing you do is you do heat up the water. So I do have that in a bowl warmed up. I did it about 45 seconds in the microwave. Then you'll add the lye. Now, I'm going to do this inside, but it's really recommended to do it outside. Most of the time I've done it both ways, but it does have a chemical smell. So I'm just going to say, if you do this at your own house, just do it outside. I'm going to be okay because I'm going to have the fan on, stuff like that. I don't recommend doing it that way. So it's do as I say, not as I do, right? So then the next thing is you'll mix these two together, and you'll want to put it in a pretty good sized bowl, because when you add lye to the water, it's going to boil. It actually brings it up and boils. So you'll want to do that, and you'll want to mix that as you add that together. Once you do that, then what you will do is you'll slowly add it in to your oil. Then you can add your essential oil, and then I use an immersion blender and blend it until it gets to like close to a pudding consistency. And then you can pour it in your molds. I'll show you. I've got my molds ready. I may need to use more molds than this. I do have more if I need to. In fact, I'm going to grab some of those. And when I say molds, they're actually like your old cupcake. Little molds for those, and I have the bigger ones. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me get the fan turned on. And I'll try to hold my breath while I do this, because it can be a little caustic. So like I said, don't do as I do, just be safe. Okay, so let's see if you can see that. Yep, you can see it, okay. So watch as I do this. We'll see if it does it. It may not do it because I want it to. If you add it in too fast, I will tell you it blows up all over the place. It didn't do too bad, so I'm glad. That'll help because you won't get that chemical reaction quite as bad. See how it's steaming? And maybe you can't see that, but it literally has steam coming off of it. Smokey, you need to go, okay? You don't need to get around the chemicals. You're almost 20. This July, you'll make it, maybe. Perfect. It's so crazy, and then when you fill the bowl, it is smoking hot. So just adding that lye, doing that chemical reaction. You want this to cool down a little bit before you add it into your oils. Now, if you wanted to make like body butter, you could do it multiple ways. You can, let me put this up just a little. You can add like jojoba oil. You could add coconut oil. I'm trying to think, black seed currant oil. There's different healthy oils for the skin that you can add. Sometimes I add vitamin E, but for this one, I'm just keeping it tallow, lye, water, and the essential oil because I don't want there to be a lot of grease left over in the tub. And there isn't any when I've used them. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Okay. So, I'm going to check the temperature as soon as I find out. Oh, I was like, what did I do with this? So it's just a thermometer to make sure it's at or under 100. Good. Okay. It's under 100 degrees, so that's the main thing. You just, if it's too much, if it's over that, it's going to give you trouble. So let me grab my immersion blender. Hopefully everybody's had a good week. I'm actually not on call this week, which is nice because my birthday is Sunday. So I won't be on call on my birthday. So I'm making lemon scented. Every one of these is going to be lemon scented because that seems to be like a major favorite. So that's what I'm making. And I will have these. These will take 4 to 6 weeks to cure too. So I'll put them in a room and I'll let them be in there for 4 to 6 weeks. With that, I will have some that I'm putting up tomorrow on my website, okay? So if you want to purchase any of my products that are tallow, all natural stuff in there, you can go to Russell Brands, BRANDZ.com, RUSSELLBRANDZ.com. I have candles, I have tallow lotion, I have remineralizing toothpaste, I have all kinds of stuff. And I've done it for years, made my own for a long time, and thought, why not? So I think you'll be happy if you look at the prices. I'm extremely cheap and I don't even really break even, but I want people to be able to get these products and they can afford them. Okay, I wanted to make sure we had a really strong lemon smell. I'm going to go ahead and, I knew I had a little bit left, but I want to go ahead and just use it up. I have more coming. Perfect, perfect. All right. All right. I'm going to get some bigger cups, or the cupcakes kind of ready because I think I might have more than enough. It's hard to make a small batch, I will tell you that. All right, so now I'm just going to mix these two. I'm just going to kind of go slow. And I just mix with a wooden spoon to start with. Get this in the sink. All right. So it kind of already thickens up a little bit when you add that together. I think tomorrow I'm going to try a new recipe that I'm going to put together, and it's going to be for tallow shaving cream. So that'll be available. Let's see. Hi, Amber. Let's see. And Jill. To learn how to make my own soap and body products. Yes, the best way to learn is like what you're doing right here is kind of watching people. Go into Pinterest, look in there. If you ever want to see how I make any of my products, I have most everything on my Pinterest. So if you want to go to LPRUSSELL, that is my Pinterest page if you want to go to that. And you're welcome to grab any recipe you want. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. Oh, it smells so good. Lemony. Okay, so when I do the immersion blender, I'm going to do that until the consistency is kind of like a pudding, and then I'll just pour it into these cups. I'm not going to do that part live because the immersion blender is very loud. Let's see. How long have you been carnivore and making your own soaps? Yes, they are tallow. I will be carnivore, let's see, June. I think it was June 18th or 19th. This year, I will be carnivore for 5 years. I did keto for 28 years prior to that. So I did the standard American diet up till I was 20. And then very unhealthy, very massively obese. Really had no help from the medical establishment other than here, take a pill. And I was like, I'm not living out of a medication bottle. So I refused to do that. I just went to the library, read up on all the old medical books, which talked about diet and how food was your fuel and how what you put in your body, which makes sense. What you put in your body is your fuel, and so you are what you eat. So if you choose, like at the time I was living on Doritos and cottage cheese and fat-free salad dressings and fake butter and just egg whites, and was getting sicker, and actually my cholesterol was going higher. My triglycerides were extremely high. They were at least 1,000. They don't know if they were any higher because that's as high as their monitor went. So that's kind of what I did. And I've been making my own products, whether it be natural deodorant, shampoo, for years. Body soap, I just started making. What was the other one? There was two things. Oh, and the tallow and beeswax candles. And the beeswax is local for here. We have somebody that has his bees and they use our peach trees, so I get my wax from him. So it kind of all comes full circle. So, but anyway, I always say if you want to make your own, just follow other people and watch how they do that, the steps that they do, and then add, you can always add in your own. Trial and error, I will tell you one thing I'm not good at is making like a teeny tiny batch to see if something works. I always make like the full size batch, and if it don't work, it goes in the trash. But I eat so much ribeye fat that I have hundreds of these jars of tallow that I have rendered down, and I was like, well, I might as well use them. So, and these stay good for so long, so they'll be good till you're done using them, I promise. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, you can leave comments on here. You can always message me. I do have all of my contact information, including my email. I think I have my website on there too, but again, it's Russell Brands, RussellBrandz.com, if you want to go look at stuff. So, hi Kimberly, I am making new body soap because the other body soap is actually done, and I will be putting it up on the site tomorrow. So I think I have 7 lemon, 10 vanilla, and 3 that are unscented, no scent at all. And they're not strongly scented anyway. You can tell it, it definitely smells like lemon. It smells really good. But this batch I'm doing all lemon because everybody seems to be like, we love lemon. And I was like, okay. So I had 10 of the lemon, and I took a couple to a few of my patients. I got 2 little 97-year-old patients, and they were like, we love lemon. I was like, here you go. So that's what I did earlier today. So anyway, yep, you like lemon? That's good. So I think I'm supposed to be interviewed tomorrow by Carnivore Rabbi at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's tentative. I don't know. He's really busy, and we'll see. He's reached out to me a couple times. I still don't have a link to go live with him. So, I'm just waiting for him to do that. So hopefully he will. If not, I'll probably come live again tomorrow and make my tallow shaving cream. So I will do that. Thank you guys for being on here and watching. I'm glad you love your shampoo. I do too. My hair is so good with that shampoo bar. And I do have a lot of the shampoo bars. I have some that are unscented, and I have some that have the rosemary, because rosemary is so good for your scalp and your hair. So I do have those up on my site. And like I said, if you have any questions, if you want to ask me anything, you can at any time. So otherwise, I will say goodbye. Have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow. As I always say, meet, heat, and repeat.